Hey everyone, welcome to Inktober day number 6 here on YouTube, and yeah, we are already on day 6. It is almost a week, and 6 days is actually my own personal record for drawing consecutively for Inktober, so I'm pretty much on track right now, and if I draw tomorrow, which I'm pretty determined to, then that means I will surpass my own record, so I'm gonna be super proud of myself when that time comes, which is tomorrow, so yeah. For this one, I'm still doing some practice on lighting. This time I'm focusing on 2 main light sources that I usually don't use for my own illustration. So the first one is light source that's directly above, and the second one is light source that is directly behind the object. And the one on the right is the one where the light source is behind her, and I was pretty intimidated to actually color her in because I was scared that the inks would look muddy, especially since majority of her face is in shadow. So I wasn't super keen on actually coloring her in, but I mean, I don't do this all the time. And I don't even think I've ever done it before where I used this light source for an artwork. I can't remember, or nothing comes to mind. So yeah, I definitely need practice on this. So of course I pushed myself, I forced myself to color her in and just see where it goes. And I'm actually really pleased with how she turned out. I mean, it's not perfect. I feel like it needs a little bit of work considering that I almost made the center of her face look really muddy, and I also learned that the technique that I used for coloring the dark areas and then coloring the light areas wasn't the best method, because I first started with the dark areas, coloring the center of her face or mapping out the shadows, and I left it to dry, which I probably shouldn't have because it made the edges look really crisp, and I just didn't like that. So I tried to soften those edges, but because I was using water to reactivate the paint or the ink underneath, it almost made that area look muddy. So I think moving forward, what I'll do is I'll still start with the dark area, paint there, but then instead of letting the ink dry, I'll use a brush with some water, run it along the edge of that painted area so that the ink disperses, or it spreads out to the lighter parts of her face, so it creates this nice gradient between light and dark. And yeah, as for the girl on the left, I definitely had fun coloring her in and doing the shading. I can't believe I haven't really done this kind of shading before or used this light source because I just love it, and I need to think of an idea soon as possible where I could incorporate this kind of light source into an illustration because I love it. I love how she turned out. And yeah, if you guys also have any questions that might be related to Inktober or the videos that I released for Inktober, or it might not really be for Inktober, but if you do have any questions or topic suggestions for future videos where I could talk about them in the voiceover, then let me know in the comment section below. I'd definitely be open to suggestions. And yeah, that is it for this video and also for day 6. So thank you guys so much for keeping up with Inktober and for watching this video. Of course, if you enjoyed this, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Once again, or as always, my social media links are in the description box, so feel free to check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.